So hello guys, I'm Shorodip Biswas here. So today I'm going to show you a comparison between this high speed Decora versus the high speed and the high speed plus. So from here it's pretty hard to determine which is high speed and which is high speed plus. But if you are a fan enthusiast or some kind of having some knowledge regarding deep knowledge regarding the fans, then you may understand. So this is the HS plus and that's the HS. So now the thing is that now I will show you a comparison. So it is pretty hard to compare the same model of fans between the three. So but there is a difference. So now let me show you the high speed plus. So the, first of all the fans have the same configuration except the high speed plus. The high speed plus is having a 53 watt motor and with a what I will say 218 airflow, but the high speed and the high speed Decora both have the same configuration. So guys, remember this is a box logo high speed and the blades are of Crompton logo. So now let's have a comparison. So first of all, let's start the high speed Decora. So this is the high speed Decora. As you are watching, the fan is rotating in around 370 RPM. So now let me start my high speed. So as you are watching the high speed and the HS plus. So let's start the HS first. So this is now in full speed. So as you can see, so let's adjust the lighting. Yes, in the background you are watching a color changing tube light. That's a Wipro tube light. So LED light. So this is the high speed and the high speed Decora. So practically this high speed Decora is faster than this high speed is faster than that of the Decora. So how is it possible? Because remember, Crompton's metallic variants of each model is having a higher blade angle compared to its normal model. So for example, their normal Aura is having a slightly less blade angle when compared to the anti-dust ones or the metallic ones. Obviously in 2020 all the metallic versions are anti-dust only, so nothing to distinguish between metallic and anti-dust. So let me now move to HS plus. So this is the fan. Let's start the fan. So now the fan took full speed. So now practically watching, now if you can barely see it or compare between these two fans, if you can compare, I don't know, you are watching this in a camera, I know that, but practically this high speed plus is having 380 RPM and this fan is having 375 probably, because this fan is very fast. Means as you are watching, this is the fastest fan. After that this high speed high speed plus is the fastest fan, and then high speed box logo arrives with Crompton logo blades, and the slowest one in this room is this high speed Decora. Now the speed difference between these three fans is that the high speed plus is running in 385 around, I hope so, or almost like that. The high speed is running around 375 and this fan is running purely 370 RPM. This fan's RPM and the Avancer's RPM was almost same. So these are the fans, three fans. Now let's arrive to the airflow segment. So let's start with the HS plus. So this HS plus gives a quite, since the speed is very high but the blade angle is pretty low when you compare with HS or HS Decora. That's why the HS plus having a very thin airflow. Obviously as mentioned 218 cubic meter per minute. So that's the performance, but the airflow effect is like it's pretty good. It's not bad, means means if you sit under the fan, you will feel there is something blowing on you pretty fast. Means the airflow is thin airflow, but it will means the speed of the air. But there are two things of a fan's airflow. That is, number one is the velocity or speed of the air. The number two is that the pressure of the air. So in this case, the speed of the air is pretty high, but the pressure of the air is low. That's why you will feel a thin air. Now let's move on to the high speed. So you are everybody, I hope around my viewers, almost all the viewers are familiar with this fan, high speed. So let me shift to the high speed and show you the performance. So as you are watching, this fan is a workhorse. No issues regarding that. So regarding the performance, this fan's airflow is the best airflow that is available in 2020's fans market. This gives the best airflow. Yes, obviously if you compare this fan with Jura, then in pen and paper or in an experimental place, both the fan have same airflow, but the HS is that the airflow is concentrated, means the air is having high pressure, moderate velocity around the motor. And regarding the Jura, that is having the reverse of it. The blade edges having the high air pressure and velocity. So whatever might be, this is among the three, means HS Plus, HS and the Decora. This fan is the mixture of the two. That is having good speed, having good airflow. Now let me move to the Decora. So this is the HS Decora. So in this, as you are watching, this fan is slower than that of the high speed or the HS Plus. Now the thing is that modern 2020 Crompton logo high speed is having exactly the same RPM. So if you own a Crompton logo high speed 2020 stock and this fan, then you will barely notice any difference. Nothing regarding that. But the thing is that regarding the fan, the airflow of this fan is quite thick. It's pretty thick airflow. Means you can feel the airflow. So in this case, the air pressure is pretty high and the air velocity is quite low. That's why if you are familiar with the Decora or slightly slower velocity, higher quantity or higher pressure fan, then this fan will be a very good option. But I am just telling a comparison. I am not talking this fan is similar to high breeze or something like that. This fan is obviously a high speed, but if you compare the HS Plus versus the HS versus the Decora, then this fan having the thickest airflow, the air is pretty thick, thickest among all, and the speed is the slowest among these three. Obviously this is having a 370 RPM. So 370 RPM in 2020 means it's pretty fast. And remember my box logo, my high speed, that's the HS. My HS is box logo. That's why that fan having slightly stronger motor when you compare with 2020. Because as you know, there is a quote unquote word, old is gold. That is the thing. So let me just move to those two fans. So as you are watching, this is the HS, this is the HS Plus, and this is the HS Decora. So now let me show you which one to buy. So the thing is that I am not judging your purchases, but I am just saying this fan is out of the comparison now, because this is a fully decorative fan and you cannot just compare this fan with this fan, because this is a higher priced metallic variant of a fan and this fan having the more blade angle. So if you are willing to pay that money and want a decorative fan like this, then you may go for this HS Decora without thinking of the HS or the HS Plus. Now let me move to the high speed department. So this is, as you are watching, this is the basic two high speeds running. One is plus and one is normal. So among these two fans, which fan to buy? Now the thing is that if you just want a power saving fan, but you compromise on the airflow, then you may go for the HS Plus. No issues regarding that. But if you are just wanting to get a very good airflow but slightly compromise for the power consumption, then HS is your right choice. Now I am not directly comparing or talking about the energy on HS or whatever BLDC fan is available in the market. So if you have only two options regarding the HS and the HS Plus, since as you know BLDC fans have separate remote for operation. For example, if you don't find the remote, then it will be difficult to start the BLDC fan. So whatever might be, now if you want to choose a fan between these two, so first of all you have to face two factors. The one thing is the power consumption, second is the airflow. Now if you want a very good airflow for a slightly warm room, then obviously go for this high speed. Now some of you guys live in a cool place where the airflow just matters, it don't matter like you need a super strong fan. So in that case you may go for the high speed plus. So it will be a benefit to get for the high speed plus in cold rooms. Cold means in cool rooms or whatever might be, because the fan will consume less and you will get a soothing effect from such a high efficiency fan. So basically the HS Plus is the Parkinson's high efficiency in 2020 version or 2012 version. What I mean is that, and the HS Plus is the hybrid version of Crompton Parkinson version. Means whatever might be, that time only two leaders were there of Crompton in 1970s, that is the high efficiency and the hybrids. And this time also these two, you may imagine these two as those fans. Now I am not talking about the Crompton ball fan, that is the Satlaj, because that is a different fan, different looking. You may consider that fan as Crompton's Jura. So whatever might be. Now one thing, which fan is silent? So the High Speed Decora is the most silent fan that is available in the market. So this is Crompton's High Speed series. Now this is the most silent fan. This fan is more silent compared to the High Speed and the High Speed Plus. So now which one is the most noisy fan? Obviously the High Speed Plus is the most noisy fan because this fan is having most speed. Now the Havells fan also have 390 RPM, as you know. The SS390, the Pacer, those are really noisy fans, like the Falcon. That's also a 390 RPM fan. That's also a noisy fan. So more the speed of the fan, more the noise will be, and less the speed of the fan, less noise it will be. And the HS, as you are watching, the HS is a moderate option. That's a optimized version between the noisy and the noiseless. So whatever might be, now it's up to you which one to buy, this one or that one. So whatever might be, I hope you guys understood my point and the comparison between the High Speed Decora versus the High Speed versus the High Speed Plus. So if you have guys any comments, please comment it down and I will try to reply as soon as possible. So whatever might be, thank you guys for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. So thank you guys.